Kakinhun Menteri ke Sorka Jelah ke Senginengkong ke Lamanjur ya ke Meghalaya Power Policy Arjar Posau man kemi penphai ke rukom tan ya ke boarding elektrik ke bane bat ha ke rukom ke balak ban pendap boarding ya ke Jelah. Laong baka Power Policy ke barim kam shimla don ya ke pumped storage project ha ke ba ha ke ne ke policy bat mic la ke thop lang. Na ke liang ke Kinhun Menteri ke larai ban pen kelai ki rukom trikam ha ke baya day bat ke boarding ke bawan na ke sengi bat ki weg jing don kam. Habaya kren bat kilat pathai Khubor Menteri ke tenat boarding u Abu Tahir Mandal ulaong bakila penslur ya ki bakwa ban snai ya ki power project bat mai ke bala ban stang no. Na keleng Menteri ula pentip baya baro ki power sector la ada pengentup lang ha kene ka power policy bat mai.
Power policy. Today we have discussed about the new power policy in a very thorough manner, and cabinet has agreed the new power policy.
So what are the components of new power policy? What are the
This component is same. Some new addition is there, as you were aware that our earlier power policy was not having anything called farm storage project. We have a little bit changed the criteria for solar energy as per the requirement of renewable power purchase obligation, and then we are also encouraging the investor to come to the state so that new power projects come. These are the basic things that we have added.
any decision is taken with regard to those power projects which are not functioning well or anything?
As of now, no power project is not functioning well. All are functioning well.
Since very soon we will start with scientific coal mining, we are on the verge of starting it. So anything with regard to thermal?
Yes, thermal power project. All the power sectors we have included into our new power policy.
So when this thermal power projects?
That is a different thing, because it can come directly from the state government, from the central public sector units, from independent power producers. Power policy is basically a guidelines that how we will start the power policy.
If only one element was added, what is the need of a new policy? It should have been.
Actually, there was one allotment quite a long time back to NIPCO, 500 megawatt. But you must be aware that now NIPCO is a subsidiary company of NTPC, and they have decided that NIPCO will be now only dealing with green energy. So NIPCO itself has written us that they want to scrap this power policy. So accordingly, we have scrapped.
So why new power policy? Why not amend the old power policy?
No change. New old power policy came in 2010, and this year it is 2024. 14 years has elapsed, and by the meantime there is big changes in the power scenario. So we needed new power policy.
But the NIPCO thing has been pending for long. It's not a new thing. 800 megawatt.
You mean to thermal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there, but they have written that they don't want to go ahead with the power, that power project.
So what is power policy to do with the NIPCO? The state power policy.
We have nothing to do with power policy. Have nothing to do with NIPCO.
But they requested for new policy.
They have requested. I don't know.
Well,
Sir,
why
in,
this?
in order to not to mix up things, can you clearly elaborate on the new power policy, especially on a pumped storage project, because it sounds so confusing. Somebody is asking on some thermal. Can you just
No, we have given the scope for having pump storage project. Our earlier power policy was not having, because this is a new thing into the power industry. So how do we go about if we want to have our own pump storage project? So that's why we have brought it into the new power policy.
and how many pump storage projects we are going to have?
No, this is a policy matters.
This is a
after
policy,
that, after that only
In the pipeline, how
state utility will think that whether they can go ahead or not, or maybe central PSUs, they will think, or private party may come. As per this, then only we will see that whether it is feasible to give them or not. That is
How
the
this
So
is
why
going
I'm
to help?
asking, because we have seen the government of India through the Ministry of Power has entrusted NTPC to undergo a study, feasible study
Actually,
to
I will.
have
I'll just deviate from there. We have entered into an agreement to see whether the feasibility is there. If feasibility is not there, then no point of having that provision into the power policy. Now we found that there are some basins where we can have the palm storage project. That's why we are bringing it into the power policy.
Ki MLA kaliang persyak hakas ngi baar kila rai ban mi no na po kayeng darbar thau ain aswa bo menteri rang ba ke jela konrat ke sangma ujubab ya ke jingya tai ha ke baya dei bat kamang tingka hakas ngi kutno jong ke darbar mang tingka kane ke jingmi jong ki MLA kaliang persyak kalong halor ke jing sngo khia bai ki kindon bat karu kom penya ya ke yeng darbar thau ain la penya klem da upot ya ke kindon bat kila khmi lenti bau lampang ke yeng darbar thau ain on penbit ya kine ki jingle pakla hakabana kaliang ulam prang uklem dale kumba ki ladawa UMLA ke Kongres u Dr. Celestine Lingdo ubalak deu ya kimat ulaong bahapo ki kindon bat kirukom penyat ya kiyeng darbar thau ain jong Meghalaya Legislative Assembly ulaong balak dei kindon ki baklem bot lane karukom manjur ki bill ne kamang tengka bala penyat klem da bot kino ki dekat kila ban penpau ya ki hok kat kum ki hukum ulaong bak jing jubab jong menteri kapla tengka hak jing kren lang ne ka general discussion halor kamang tengka kapan i bakan kut no hak jing tai henry kilai i menta kasngi bak jing jubab jong menteri katnat pla tengka lawan ra menta kasngi kabapen i baya ka e kabala le hak kasngi tho ding bala dep kala long pura kaba persya iki kindon.
See, today, under the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, there is a provision that if rules are not followed or if the sequence of events to pass certain bills or budget is not followed, any member can raise a point of order. So in layman's term, I raised that point of order, mentioning that the due process for passing the budget was not observed. So I called the attention of the chair to study the provision of Rule 142 and 143, where it has clearly stated that the budget has to be disposed of in two stages. Stage number 1 is the general discussion. Stage number 2 is voting on demand for grants. So in stage number 1, how it has to be carried out, Rule 143 has clearly spelled out. During the general discussion, there should be no voting on the demand for grants. But that is exactly what we did last Friday, where the discussion, general discussion on the budget was not completed, but the voting on the demand for grants was placed in the House and voting was done in contravention of the provision of Rule 143. Now, in layman's term, we say, what is the end of the general discussion of the budget? The end of discussion is signified or shown by the reply of the finance minister on the general discussion on the budget. That signifies the end of general discussion. But as we see today, the reply of the finance minister is placed today, which clearly indicates that what was done on Friday was totally against the rules. So that is why after we raised the point of order, the chair has not given the ruling, then all the members in the opposition feel it that unless the rules are followed, the members sitting in the opposition feel that there is no use for them to be inside the house. That is why we walked out.
So we also see, like in today during the session, there were some unnecessary use of words, like how you have asked to expunge, like waste of time, and several others. We've seen this a lot. It has been happening, and several other legislators also have raised. Hasn't quite a concern when it comes for the opposition.
See, when members from the opposition or any member, maybe from the ruling also, when he raised a point of order, it does not mean that it is a waste of time for the House. It is only to call the attention on a certain point. Maybe the sequence of the list of business are not followed, or maybe the rules are not followed. And when time is spent on raising the point of order, that is never at all considered as a waste of time or a disturbance. So that is why we always ask for expunging those words.
Haba pensengau ya kejuk kejing sengau no yalam kaliang persya ubak Roni wi lingdo ong ba kejing ni no napok kaying darbar kamde baki persya ya kamang tengka henry kedai tang namar ba klembot ya kikindon.
You see, I think we walked out. We're not against the budget. We walked out because rules were not followed. Okay. Now, an assembly, we consider legislature supreme. And if in a supreme institution rules are not followed, then what will happen to other institutions? We walked out not, because we're against the budget or anything like that, but then rules have to be followed. And you see now, information can be disseminated in a matter of seconds. Now the House is conducted in English. Now, if all this goes and other assemblies observed, they'll say, what is happening to Meghalaya Legislative Assembly? See, it's not a question of any bill or anything, the budget. See, it's very important that rules are followed and the House is conducted as per the rules and procedure of the House. That is all. And, we had pointed an anomaly. All they could have done was say, okay, this will not be repeated in future. We would have been very happy. But then if views and opinions are expressed by the opposition, are trampled upon, then we are left with no option but to walk out.
As an opposition, sir, during this budget session, were you all satisfied with the amount of time that was given to discuss on the budget?
You see now, for example, we were given 3 days. Why this happened is because the government didn't anticipate, their business. I think they needed about 4 or 5 days. They didn't anticipate. That's why, they had to resort to this. So this also reflects badly in the government. Because as the BSc, we have no business, in the list of items to be taken up. We are only, the amount of time that will be given for the session.
Kinang yalam jang keseng Kongres support kejing yalam jong Advocate Matthew Anthony, National Spokesperson but National Media Coordinator Northeast India, nangta uba Roni Willingdo, nang yalam keliang persya kaying dorbar thawain, kejila bat usaling esangma Chief Whip jong keliang persya hak sarkar bat Sanjay Das, General Secretary Meghalaya PCC, habai kendu bat kilat pathai Khubor, kilaya thu ba hakine katto katne benai, bala dep hapok kasamoy trikam ke ba jong Menteri rang ba du keri India Narendra Modi, balai alam da ke BJP Lashem, pakadai ke sarkar ke babam sabtam. Kila ong baya kene kejing bam sab ansah ka khana pateng kum ka sarkar ka bam ai kejing pisar ka bahak par kejing sinshar ka ba ai ki hok hakiru kom trikam kawai hadin kawai ya kinong song jangari India kila ong ba ka Congress ka khot ya kene kum kejing sinshar ka bam hok hakine ki suppose nem kila ethu ba kejing sinshar bam hok ka ba kinong song ka India ki mat ka dei ha ka yok ka kot ha ka emlang salang ka kam san parthe bat kejing kerdu kam kerdu jam. Kila ong ba Menteri rang ba du keri India Narendra Modi ula kula mi yaki kam ki jam kumba ar klor hakasisnem kum kajing kular ban syajid biang bat barwan hakabor kila ba hakajing shisha kajing kiu kajing kertu kam kerdu jam kala long ka bala palat kila ong bakat kum kajing khen ka bala palat dangshen kajing kiu kajing kerdu kam hapdeng ki bala pendep ya graduate post graduate bat ki PhD ka long kumba lai polai 0.2% ke Kongres kala kamru ba kajing kiu kajing kerdu kam kala poi syaka 10% hapdeng kirta ba arpho hadu apasau snem kita kinong yalam kila ong ba hakapol bersensyar ke sarkar UPA kala permi kam hadu nyeu pesan lak ki kam sisnem hadu usnem arja khatar pat ka sarkar BJP ka klemla bat kala permi ya ki kam ki jam tang alp kondai lak ha ka sisnem hadu usnem arja arpho ar.
I want to talk about things which the youth will understand. Unemployment, isn't that a big issue? Isn't that an issue with the journalist community too? How many of you are regularly employed by a media company or being contractually employed where an event happens to you, you don't have the salary protection. You don't have any protection. If you don't work, you're not paid. What is the employment guarantee which you have? Because you have contractualized your entire job. Unemployment is at the all-time highest in this country. You ask all the graduates here, all the postgraduates here, all the PhDs here. There's so many people studied out from here, and they are doing coolies job. You see lakhs and crores of people applying for small thousand number of jobs. 44% of people between the age of 20 and 24 are unemployed. 33% of graduates, postgraduates, PhD are unemployed. Now you will ask a question, what did Congress do? On 2012, the Congress government was providing 75 lakhs jobs per year, and in 2022, BJP government is not even touching 29 lakhs per year. We are talking about absolute data. Where are the 2 crores job? Aren't you fooling the people? How long you will fool the people on religion and other aspects of it? How long you will ignore the realities of life?
Menteri Ketenaga Pule Putih Rakam Sama Hagasing Balang Lapan Tip Baka National Testing Agency NTA kan sebu Yalai Teliki Common University Entrance Test CUET Center Meghalaya. Katkum Kejing Aung Chung U Kene Kejing Penkre Banbu Yakinik Center kan Salong Hau Ne Ubnai Banwan. Habaya Kren Barkinong Thok Khubor Rakam Ulaong Baka CUET exam Kadai Kebabu Jing Bah Yakisamla Pule Kejela. Ulai itu ba Vice Chancellor Kanehu ulaong baki dan Shibun kijaka pule balai teli nama kejing pampas kikna ya ke CUET exam. Kane kedai ke kam ke bas ngau kia bha. Nama kata uang baka sorka jela kala persangkat ke bala ban pentikna baka Captain Williamson Sangma State University kan stang trai kam no kam kloy.
Yes, yeah. Again this time, as per the communication from the Ministry of Government of India. So yes, every students have to undergo the CUT examination. But however, we see lots of challenges. So Nehu, my chancellor told me that there are lots of vacancies unfilled due to not clearance of children in the CUT exam, which is a matter of concern. So I don't know what is happening. Should our students not performing well, or maybe there are some issues somewhere, so we have to find it out. So, but however, we are making all efforts, and also we are getting off to function the state university at early, so that in case CUT is a very challenge for us. So if suppose in a state university, we will have our own system of, for admission without going to the CUT also. We are getting up for all this as a arrangement, and we are trying our best to start at the earliest.
So the 3 centers, CUET centers, have been set up? Or
no, it is like this. I think as per the overphone communication with the director of NTA, he informed me that they will be setting up 3 centers in the state of Meghalaya. But however, official communication is yet to make. But the due process will be followed. I've been informed there will be proper advertisement from the NTA side, and our institutions has to apply for that center. I think that process will happen in next 1 month, maybe in the month of March. But informed us, no.
since you have mentioned that once this Captain Williamson State University is there, then CUETs will not be implemented, means not be there. So by when is it likely to happen? Means by when the state university will
No,
be able to start?
there was a plan earlier that to start academic from 2024, but it looks like there's lots of challenges here. The vice chancellor is yet to be appointed, but will be appointed very very soon. But however, for other faculties, we have to go the process like advertisement, calling for interview, and recruitment appointment. So, and if we appointed vice chancellor also, the process will be followed. I mean, development of the courses, calling for the board, and like syllabuses, all things will take time. I don't think so. I think we may, like most likely, maybe the academic session can be started only from 2025 academic session only.
So CUT is a must, whether it is
No, only for the central university.
Yeah.
Since the state university have their own process and procedure of admission.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I'm happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center.
UMLA kakat kendai South Shillong constituency ubak Sanbor Shulai ulaong bagi polisi trikam jong u kilong ban trikam pun yikikam ban krenduna hinrei kumba la yoi bagi don ginomik khmat ki basnyo baka jingkren kan long kumba kan poi shadu shabneng hinrei phose watang hadu jok ru kimpoi ya kan neu la kren sekelar pathai Khubor hakas ngi palai ban pen phai ke jingken tho ya ki jingkren jong noyalam kaliang persya ka seng kongres apo ingnar ba thau ai ba arwi lingdo ba la ong ba umju yo I yo ba Sanbor ban ken apo ingnar ba thau ai bat ong ru ba la da kren kan bha ba un shu shong bej halayem Shushu na kaliang noyalam ke BJP ba Sanbor Sulai la pensyai ru da ke ba ong ba ke jingkeno noyalam kaliang persya ba Roni Willingdo persya ayu kamlong ke basisha bat umju da poi saying dar ba thau an kajela bat ba umju kren la ban pen kemau ba ba Roni Lingdo hakas ngi balang ula keli ya ba Sanbor halor ke jingpep ban wan syakador bar hakador bar mang tengka ke bedang sudap bat ba umju kren setia hapo dor ba thau an halor ke neu ba Sanbor la pensyai ru ba ke jingkeno noyalam kaliang persya kamlong ke basisha bat ubala pensyai ba ula lek yasin benta haking dar ba mang tengka bat ula pensyai ru ba hakisnem ki bala adap labon sen ula kren bat ra kimat ki ba kongsan hapo ignar bar la ke de ke jing e ke ba mat ki pai ba jeng ke constituency kham tam ha ke po bedang sar ke klam covid khat khandai ulong badai ke jingle jong u ke bala pelong ke sarkar MDA bakan bha mar san phok lak tengka ya kawai ke constituency ha ke por ke klam covid
ngai iya kot Khubor meski ya ka allegation jong ba Roni Emily Namelim bagam jupai assembly bagam jukran na po assembly te jisia kalong ka bom sisa ba imdatip bahaya ka ground reality manakane bol recently ka balong assembly baru istiong aten te akabede ya ka bangamkan hapo assembly marap kawai ngadon opposition apa ruling te kawai pat kalong ba nga assembly bis hapo proceeding jaga assembly abon bang akran ngakan mau hakapor juga bakada ban gatu ka covid ko jingpang covid ka bala serkai bah gitu kisnam baladan ngakan mau ngile keren jur ngalakran ma hapo assembly berengkam magum gitu isu ke man kran hapo assembly hadu ka ba kala pelong ya ka government jungi MDA 1 at Khubor hapo ka jinglong chief minister tu korat sama ban ermak ban sanction san paulak ya ka we constituency hak bakal long ke jerap ka bakal da ka jing ya kren ke jungi hapo floor of the house ke proceeding ka don hapo assembly te kitu gi di issues ki ba kum hat Khubor ke pa ba kan kamba bangi di media teko pan ekran tenya ekran ni kato bangi la yo san po lak ako wi constituency kalau long ke jerap sibun ke bangi la ai mo jerap pisa ya ki baduk ki bakardu ya ka ki jerap ya ki marba mardi ro khau dai pan sini ki biscuit ya ki buruk sudnyat ki bat ki wi di jiran kam jong ki pajba ka ti jong ki baman gas ni te deban kermau ka ba bun bangaca bangakren na bantag kan ka covid apo assembly to kalau long gejara pon ko kum gitu gi isu gi deban kren te deban kermau ka ba hapor baka wan ka tu ka notification na ka central government ka ba de ka CAA mo te nagalang cho HYC kala organize ban oppose ban persya ya ka jing penrekam ya ka implementation jo ka CE hang hapo state ke jungi te ngadi way ngakan mau ba HS lakum CM mo ko por manga ba sila apeng silak mut ki ba amanan student kum gitu ki bangal yo ban kren ya ka CE om tanga jing kren ngala pasun sai ka memorandum siapa Prime Minister Narendra Modi di Amit Shah ji kabangal ay ko piru yau ba Robert Kharjarin hap kmat tu ba ya ka memorandum ka mga pa sha Delhi ba ngai ladawa ba pila pi ya ka si amla pide ban exam bonum dai ban pentrekam hapo ki sexual area baga sel government ru lembaga intervention jungi kum ke parti ke BJP bagilet ko por ka bakila pelat kila exam no ban implement ya ka si apo sexual area. Kita jadi KKA kita kamban keren ba. Te ngalak maru hakabade ya ka UCC. Ka UCC ka uniform civil code bagi ong mo ban penterikam hari India bro kowe. Kuma to ka por ke bang keren piki press nga karut ka press conference bro kowe ka mga ay ka memorandum ka suggestion bat ka appeal. Shadu Narendra Modi ji kum Prime Minister Amit Shah ji kumu Home Minister hang turu ka keren kibarun kam gitu ki ka UCC ka ba deban exam kumju kumbolong ka CCA ba umdai ban petrai ka be ka apo sexual area kitu ki issues ki ban keren te ki babon ki ba na bataki issues jong jaj pinong ka LP ngari keren Cepo Delhi ngai memorandum ku jonga Cepo Delhi ki suggestion ke appeal jonga Cepo Delhi ka kamraman bangali Cepo Delhi ngam juklet ban kren bat ban ai bergejing to ade ta kum kita ki issues ki ban kren temen ta hakabede ya ka jing ong ju baru ni bangam ngam ju kren hapo assembly te habang adon opposition ba ki jing ki jing kam ju ki paj ba aku konsumsi jonga khamtam namar ba jonga te mendern kamban keren apa assembly keren ya kai namar kala adep keren man kasing ngasih keren segi officer ngalai rung segi various department ngalai rung chief minister malai keren ngalai rung segi deputy chief minister malai keren ngalai rung segi minister concern malai keren man kasing ngalai keren segi head office segi official bagi officer of jongi department ba fair man kasing keren Berkat ki bangalit ban kran dijen kam baro kilong kam ru tangan leyu ban wasted my time ban plutpor yang abangan kran hapo assembly kam tam bangadon hapo ruling te nomor ba kita ki mga ko aban pensai kanang bai baru ni roni indup yo ya ke di sisa te kajingkran jongaru kajingkran jongaru ki bobon ki ba hakabede ka konsumsi ngakren Tapi ke bomdai ban kren dengan neo ban suplut kaya ka puar. Ka puar ka long very precious. Time waits for no one. Te ngakren man ka sing ngakren. Larang am kren assembly ngakren siki department of fair ngaya kendu ki officer meneru nyuk rangut ki officer man ka sing ngakren. Te ngaso ban ong takata nomor ba fi gaktin pareng gong walk more talk less kadi kata ka Kadang kata ke polisi jonga mentah. Kata pini ke ba don kinomi khmat ki kacingkran jo ki i bakan kan poi sedu sebeneng. Nrei apo du jok ru kan poi. Te la aku pom gumanga bakran tik ya kabadi hakpor in the right time ban kran ki issues ki belong concerning the interest of the people of the state. Te ngai ya kata polisi mentah bagi walk more talk less. How work speaks louder than words. Kakam kakram kam jamban ektil. Te ngagas dunat cibun ba ki jinon kam apa konsentrasi jonga baro ki urlong dun. Namar banga keren man kasni syadu nadu ki pion nadu ki cleaner nadu ki officer ki barit ki bahe ki bahe ya thonya ga hadu ki minister hadu ki minister level man kasni yang keren. Kita jadi mau ko apan ban penchan tas.
Kajing sya penstom kirit pai hakane ka thain chate lamingi ke India kala nang klang hakaba kumba lai spa prapondu tuli ki jaka pule jong ki balang kila sya penjulor kumba nyau po hajar ngot ki bru kila petwear na ki yang kisem ya ka FCRA ka bala dep monjur la pendam no na ka benta ki babon ki jaka pule bala penyai de ki kristan ba baro saudong kane ka thain chate lamingi ka bala kta bhai ka jing don jongki ang kinong yalam ka siang kongres ka kongres ka kno ba ka jing muslia ka BJP ha ka ba yade bat ka kanhun ST kala kta bha khamtam ya ka jing sha kan tai tang na ka daw ba ki dei kristan kila ong ba ki rilom ba pharo pha jong ka north east khamtam ka Meghalaya pan pane pensa ya ki ti restore menta kan lan satang la da ka kongres kan yo biang ya ka jing shania kala ong ba jing ya kerja hapo ke jila Manipur kala dai lupa ke jing maham ban husiar ya baro ka wei ka thain chate lamingi kila ong ba kila don kumba chispa nya phongut ki bru ki bala yap hakine ki khandai bnai bala leit ha Manipur kala kno ba umodi udan por ban ekran halor ka thma Ukraine ban ekran halor ka Israel bat Palestine usang kaleng ka parthe ban ya lap election nrei umdon bor ya ka Manipur ka kongres kala ong ba ka BJP kala mai e ka jinglong light load ka yang bishar ka election commission kisnat ka sarkar pedeng bat kelat pathai Khubor kumta ka ka sarkar BJP ka dei basin sha don bor na mari ki bale persha kin hap shong patok patsha kinra.
And in the northeast, the tribal communities, we all are from the minority community. I too belong to that community. Look at the minority persecutions which is happening. Almost 289 religious institutions have been vandalized in this country. 70,000 people have to be relocated. And in Assam, you know that the right-wing extremist, with the support, silent support of the government, is asking the minority community members to take away the minority symbols from the institutions. The priests and nuns have been asked to remove their religious dresses. Is this fair? Then, if they have the courage to ask the priests and nuns to remove the dresses of one particular community, do they have the courage to ask the people of their community or any other community to remove their religious dresses? It should be the same to all of them. What is happening with the CAA? We all protested against it. Now it's coming back again. Do we want a uniform civil code? They want all of us to dress in one single dress. You like it? None of us likes it. How much of time we will remain silent about it? Uniform civil code says that every Indian looks, eats, drinks and does the same thing. Congress party does not approve this. We raise the voice for the people because you look into each state. You have several tribal communities in the state of Meghalaya. You have 27 tribal communities in the state of Arunachal. You have 18 tribal communities in the state of Nagaland. The Congress government gave special constitutional provisions to respect the diversity, the ethnic or indigenous origins of the states with the 6th schedule. And they are blatantly taking it away. How long you will silently take this? Do this jingoism is going to benefit the people of the Northeast? Absolutely no. They are not going to benefit. These are the injustices which we want to bring, which we want to build awareness with the people of the Northeast. You look at the FCRA licenses. You have the missionaries, you have the minority communities sacrificing a lot and building institutions in these states. when there was nobody, and you're taking away the FCRA, questioning their existence. You all had your education from those kind of institutions. We come to the Manipur issue. 170 people dead, 9 months have gone. Prime Minister has got time to engage in the Ukraine and Russian war. Prime Minister has got the time to engage in the Israel and Palestinian war. Prime Minister has got the time to go into different states for election campaign. Is he blind? Isn't he not insulting the people of India? Isn't he not insulting the people of Manipur by completely ignoring them, allowing the tribals to fight amongst each other, killing each other? And it is a warning to the states of all northeastern states, because if they allow our tribal communities to fight in a state, and the government, BJP government there in the state and in the center, is avoiding their involvement to build peace there, what should stop them from having such kind of fights in these states also? Will they involve, or they will allow you to fight and die? When this happened during the Congress regime, again our then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh apologized to the nation, built confidence among the stakeholders, took time to build peace. Whether the Prime Minister has the courage, or is he intentionally allowing people to be killed, then the BJP government is responsible for the murder of this 170 people, as well as the disharmony and the social cruelty which is happening in the state of Manipur. We want to build that awareness. We want the people of Meghalaya, we want the people of the entire Northeast to think that if they are not stopping this in Manipur, what guarantee you have that this will not be stopped in Meghalaya if it happens? What guarantee they have if this is not stopped in other states? When this happens, they will allow the tribals to fight, and they will exploit your minerals. They will exploit your mineral resources with their business contacts. That is what we are opposing. That is what we are bringing it to you.
Kinong yalam kaseng Kongres baya krem bat kilat patai Khubor hakas ni balang kilat keno baki kam sya thombor bat kam runa persya ek kinhun jaj binru SC ST bat OBC kala Q da sau phopra percent house nem ajar phoar kala keno ba ka BJP kamburom bat kala le bam yo I ek jaj binru hapo bat kala lendet lut yaki hok baro jongki kan ba ka Kongres kalau kular ban le ek khana samari ha ka baya day bat ki jai pinru ka ban wanra e ka rukom im ha ka im lang salang kayo ka kot bat ka sign perthe ka bahok shaki SC ST bat OBC ka Kongres kala kam ba ga jingsha thombor ki the kala Q shaki live we ja sanspa khan ru ka ba day ka jing ujor halor ki kam le be jot house nem a jar phoar ka ba la kot sha ka jingkhen ka balong pra phru tlik jingja sha le be jot ha ka sisngi kala ong ba baro ki kin mau ya ka jingle UPM Modi pat ka penpau ka jing sngeu khia ka BJP na ka benta kilat ai jing dai ki kinthe ha ka por pa ki kren halor ka kam nirbhaya bat menta shno ki jing sngeu khia menta lane ka ne ka dai tang ka drama ban poi ha ka bor kumta ka seng Kongres ka ong ba ka BJP kam don ka jing sngeu khia halor kilat jing dai ki long kmi kala kno bakirunar bala sha kem hapo ka kam le be jot ka Bilkis Vano kila yo jamin lingba ka sarkar BJP.
Now we come to the social injustice part of it. The SC/STs, 48% is the increase in crime and atrocities against SC/ST. You all very well know that ST is an important factor in the entire Northeast. I will come to the atrocities against the ST community on minorities little later. You look at the women, you all know about the Nirbhaya case. The then Chief Minister of Gujarat came and showed a lot of drama in Delhi when Nirbhaya happened. It was an unfortunate incident. The then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, with his folded hand, apologized to this nation for what has happened. 31,516 is the number of rapes recorded in 2022. That is 86 rapes a day. Aren't the women insecure in this country? Where is Smriti Irani? Where is Meenakshi Lekhi? Don't they have any voice? Aren't they not too much worried about the women and security? These are the questions we are asking the people to ask them. We are raising it for the people. Why is this government so blind about it?
Ladadon kidukan dikot kiba dikot hakador bapalat ekador balakshan hapokon kipai ba kide ban lej ujor dak ijahar persya ikine kidukan hapok police station ya kanela ong do menteri kesan pulau rakam esangma hamba benrap baki try dukan kimla bandi palat ekador balakshan hakikot school rakam laong ba kemekalaya board of school of education embos kala de penmi dak hukum order sekinong penmi kot publisher bat kano teliki kot kide ban penmi bat kano kedor kide bandi.
Pricing high should not arise, should not have any question because the price already printed. So I think the price of the books should be according to the printed price at the book itself. So as per the quoted price, Megalabaram School has already given them work order to print how many copies for how many prices. I think beyond that, and the question should not arise. If any discrepancies in any illegal thing happen, so I think anybody can file a complaint to the police also because they cannot go beyond the textbook as prescribed price, right?
No, there is a shortage of textbook.
Look, it is like this. The Megalabaram School has already given the order to the publisher how many number of books to be published. I think they have done their due diligence. They have published already the book and they have placed in the market. Most of is what informed to me. And the question of shortage should not arise. But however, this is a new textbook. The new textbook will happen. There may be some small challenges. Yes, definitely will be happen.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I am happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center.
KHADC hapok kejing lam jong Deputy CEM ubak PNSM hakas ngi palai kalalik banjurep biang ya kejaka hamau plang kabala temu ban pelong yang kejing pen I nam yiki mau benah parkiriti dostor jong kejai pendukasi keban pelong ru haune ubnai lebe hakane kejing jurep hakabaya de bak kejing pen kre ya ka monolith festival nagaliang Deputy CEM ulaya thu ba kumba la wan banjurep layo I ba kikam kila dep kumba kendai % Lai thuru bahagane kata masa balai jong kane ke jing pen I nam ke bala stang ning kong house nem aja kan riu hakane ke snem kan salong ke ba compare namar kindan hatu khat atli ki hima ki ban wan pen I nam yala ki jong ki culture ulaong banadu bala stang ning kong ya kane kata masa la mat ya ke jing deheng kali hakaba ki bakwa wan kila sakut no ha shirpi kumta ha jing alang bat ki pulit ya ki rukom rung bat mi ki kali lai thuru ba ke JDC kan sepersyang ban wan rak no da kabil hakabaya kene kata masa debet ban pelong hakachisen sistem lada wan da keno ke isi hakipor ban wan
Some VIP.
Tapi kajimut jong ka council 2013 pemandra ya ka konsep jong ka monit festival kadika yau pen inam. Ngalaban hawi ka tin. Pen inam ya kai karwai ka siau. Ka syat ka mesti ka tem ka put. Kumpau mentang ka bam ka di. Nang ta kitiar ki bengi sina mangi. Mo ki khra khandeu ki wei. Undai tang kata mo ki babun ki benta. Ki bang haban showcase ni. Ka konsep ki long badi ban long season seasonam. Ka intention ko long ban long man ubnai Oktober. Repetitive maka konsul ka long concern of fund. Kamdai ka besuk mentaru ngia trilang bat ka Meghalaya East Limited bat ka tourism department dengan penlong kumni kumbakalong. Teka konsep ki juga kalong ba kumbah po nagalan ka ka Hornbill Festival. Hi di pandon communal festival. Bangi skam bangin system line ni kani. Tradition ngin la pamandra ru ka bill ke bede bat ka conservation promotion na ka benda ki culture ke jongi kanlong mandatory banlong season system whatever executive committee kadi ka kam di kadi di yongki ban penlong ka festival mahdo mentang yang mak ban showcase hadis the same place kumbong ni ba alan mentan kong davi ba mak sunti di ikan ruai ba ruai tenrai ke jongi bam tenrai ka shad kum ta ter hima ke kendu hang ni don mentak hat atli ki hima ke ba showcase ki hot ke jongki dengan trai kan ni ka de ka main objective ka jongi but in insta ba meeting dengan sekian kat traffic police ngai keren lang lawan na po PHC na PBD baru ko ngina ajan complete ki infrastructure ki jongi baga traffic ngi dang keren bala kumnu ngin sa bu ya ka mo ngin sa ya ka publicity ba kali barung kendrung bait tang na ka road ban exit nang niru kin hapan mi sekati ka surok mau plang balat don atli ki exit road kanang barung ta ki bona thain sora kendrung bagat numer direct sa mau ngap kanang pa kanang ta ya ka traffic jam ut ba new pra kandai kini ki auto rickshaw ngin kampen duna hagit bisni ki kali ki ba pick up truck ki bakit siap mau ngatangin happen duna handiat kenang ba kanum bu jing upai ba namang su thu ba manaka ne ka arja khat lai bat khat riu ba pri bobun ki sa ku tang ha cerpi kadang ko long ba traffic congestion te mentang la experience na kini angi skam ba kadi ka third edition kan compare kan diat nga persangkat bala ban accommodate ya ka space na ka benta ki bawan hang ni kidang don ka idea mentan la kumu bu ka ka stand boss i barit hang ni wei la singin bu alai tri boss la singin basa kot shwe ni la ban shaw ki ban wan ra hang ni in persang ban accommodate lang ba
Menteri Ketenat Social Welfare ba Pauling do hak jingedon lang ke Menteri Bakmi Ketenat Ain ke Dr. Ampling do hak sengi palai kira pelai ke kot ain bala pin kelas ke ketien kasih ke kendon ai jong ke pokso ak arajar khat ar hak program bala pelong hapan wood hotel Shillong habakan hak jingelang ba Pauling do la ong ba hak ne ke jingelang la ya wan lang na ke benta ke dau jong ke long briu man briu bat ban rakhe ya ke jinglong kena hak badang ya sekmat ban pe de kisngi ki jinglong samla bar karata bala khamrang ba inre ki po jeng ka jinglong kena ki de ke jing im ka balong ka ksiar ka balong ka bakmen bat sngot tanat bha ula ong babaro kim sim la yo mat ban pen benta ya kene ka jing kmen ka jing suk ha ka jing im kumta balai ka long ka badon kam bakum kinong thau ain bat kiru shampang ki wan lang ban ke khun ya kane ka kam runar ka balak ta bhai ki khun long kena ki balak long ka apot ki jing sha thambor ki babon na ka leng ba leng do ula ong shu shu ba kane ka sngi ka dei ka basa khan mau ba hakasin ka ban kong hadin balak pemi ya ki alphabet kasi house name kat pra sa po we menta la yo ya kane ka ain post name manchwa ka pokso ban pen kelas ka tin kasi
when on the dais I look to my left and to my right and I'm surrounded by members of the other gender and that also would include a large majority of you of the dais and I was wondering to myself as to why you are called the fair sex. Would that by implication also mean that we are the unfair? I think to undo that, we have come together for the cause of humanity and to celebrate childhood. One may look forward to days of one's youth and old age, but the golden era of one's life is one's childhood. And I'm sure that would resonate with almost all of you. However, not all of us have had that share of joy, happiness, and mirth in life, which is why it's so pertinent that as lawmakers and as stakeholders in various fields of life, we come together to combat this evil, this heinous crime of sexual offenses against children and women. It's a landmark day because for the first time after the introduction of the Khasi alphabet way back in 1841, meaning about 80 years ago, today we have this relevant law, 10 years old, also in the Khasi script. It's so very important because just last month I had a casual encounter, a conversation with a friend from one of the villages. And when I spoke about this deadly virus of attacks and assaults on children, he made a very strange remark, something that woke up my sense as a lawmaker, when he said that if you talk about POXO and child marriage, in our village, if anybody has to be arrested, more than 70% of our men folk would be in jail, for all of them have married children. I think it's something all of us will not be comfortable with, but then we have to face the truth, because only when we face the truth shall set us free. And when we are free, then only we can act, and act proactively. I would like that the candles that we lit will not just be symbolic. Let those candles be lit in the heart of each one of us, so that right from lawmakers to the translators to every diverse section, to parents, to faith leaders, let the light of the candle be lit in each one of them, so that they take it upon themselves that it is their responsibility as well to ensure the safety, the security, and the guarantee of a happy childhood to all children across Meghalaya.
Nama kajing jilai palat jong udrok hakane kejela na kaliang ketenat pulit ke Meghalaya ha kajing yalam u Director General u Polis u Dr. L.R. Bishnoi ha kesngin kong kila pelong ni kajing ya kendu iki samla pule jong ke St. Anthony's College pan pensyai halo kajing ma ke bumi na ujing di ubas new udrok. Halor kene na kaliang UDGP haba ai ke jingkren syaki samla pule ulai thu paki pulet jong ke jela ki trace tom ban pendu jat yau ne ujing di ubasniu ubakam serke banyak ke klam coronavirus ha ke bayade bak ke jing sepriang stat jong u UDGP ul ongru ba ke jela Meghalaya ke dei ke jela ke badon hajan bat ke Golden Triangle pat une ujing di urung syakari nakari bamajan ke Myanmar ling ba ke jela Manipur pat ki wei ke jela na kaliang u Dr. Bishnoi ulai thuru balajan barok kiri ke pertai kila sya tablup ha une ujing di bat dei tang ke Vatican City ke ba une ujing di basniu umpat la banrum Syushu ulai thuru baki pulet ke jela Meghalaya kila treshitom hadu kata-kata pan pendu yaune ujing di badaki spangot kibriu ki badang ti bandi la kem yaki ha kene kesngi la don ru ke drill ke bala peni de ki pulet SF10 syaki samla pule jong ke St. Anthony's College ha ke bayade bat kene ke jing pelong ye kene ke program
that although very small scale, yet it is seriously in the grip of drug menace. And why it is sensitive? The reasons are, first, its close proximity to Golden Triangle. You might have heard about the Golden Triangle. Yeah. So this is basically a bordering area of Laos, Myanmar and Thailand. It's a huge area, nearly 9 lakh square kilometers, where the opium cultivation is done. And out of opium, after processing in the improvised factory set up in the jungle area, they prepare the heroin, morphine and other drugs. And after that, those drugs are transported to India through Myanmar borders. First it comes to Manipur, and other one route is from Manipur to Mizoram, Ladakh Valley of Assam, Meghalaya, Guwahati, and then it goes to other states of India. The second route is from Manipur, it goes to Dimapur, and after that it enters into Assam. So these are the various routes. So Meghalaya is sensitive because Myanmar is not far away from the Meghalaya. The drug traffickers can easily transport the drugs. Secondly, why Meghalaya is sensitive? Because it has porous border with Bangladesh. We have nearly 440 kilometer border with Bangladesh, and Bangladesh border is sensitive from drug trafficking point of view. We have also nearly 850 kilometer borders with the state of Assam, and Assam is also equally facing these problems. A large number of consumers are there in the Shillong city and the adjacent area. The male population to female population and from urban population to rural population, this menace is spreading like a wildfire. And except Vatican City, that is the religious country, except Vatican City, all countries are in the grip of the drug menace. In 2019, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, they had conducted nationwide survey covering all the states and the union territories, and in 2019 they found that nearly 8 crore drug abusers are there in India.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I am happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center.
Meghalaya AIDS Control Society MACS kalap pelongai ke Red Fest the Northeast Multimedia Campaign NEMMC hakaba kapang kalong hapok ke Northeast United Against HIV AIDS yakabala pelong Hilarity Center for Performing Arts mau ke siang hakasngi balang Hakan nega Red Fest la saki dagi jingi simpenta jong palat ar hajar sans pangot kentup yaki he officer na kitna sarkar baper ki samla ki nong yalam shnong ki seng ke imlang sa lang bat ki wei pat ki ru shampang ia ke North East Multimedia Campaign ke ba alam khmat da ke nako ke don ke jing thmu ban pindon kam ia ke bo jang ke put ke tem ha ke pule puthi ban ai bo da kishnong ban ya kun persha ia ke HIV ke nako kala itu ia ke jinglong kong san ki samla ban im hak lenti ke ba thamai Habak Kren Hakajingalang Commissioner Bat Secretary Jongkatanat Health and Family Welfare Dr. Joram Beda la ong ba nadu balakwan ke spa snem kila penya syakmat hakabadai bat kejingpang jong kejingya syprang hakabaya bat kejingpang HIV bat AIDS. Ula ong bada kejingnya trailang la banyarap ai kejing sumar ya ke papang HIV.
Is that a significant number of our people lacks access to essential health services, including vaccination, treatment for HIV, hepatitis and TB, family planning services, and ability to see a health worker. And every year, significant number of people are pushed into extreme poverty by the cost of paying for the care out of their own pockets. This outrage must end. No one should get sick and die just because they are poor or marginalized. Many of those who are behind are those who are affected by HIV, including people using drugs, transgender people, sex workers, MSM, and prisoners. We need to accelerate our efforts to eliminate AIDS and amplify the impact of investment in HIV, because we have not truly helped the child if we have not treated him or her for HIV, but do not vaccinate the same against measles. We have not truly helped a high-risk group person if we have given him the highly active antiretroviral therapy, but leave his depression untreated. We have not truly helped a sex worker if we have given her STI screening, but not cancer screening. We have not truly helped the community if we are distributing condoms, but we are not providing drug cessation services. Universal health coverage gives all people and access to all health services, and all diseases and conditions should be controlled. Now I call upon all of you to harness the same energy and passion and with the same resources to achieve universal health coverage. And that is how we will defeat AIDS and build a healthier, safer, fairer world for everyone, everywhere. And I hope you are all with me. I hope you are all ready for these challenges, and I hope you are all going to go back with a message that will be conveyed in this program. And I wish you all the very best. Please enjoy the program, but at the same time, please ensure the messages are conveyed.
Menteri Katanat Arts and Culture bat bakmiru ya ke tourism haringkat lang bat chairman ke MTDC bat Menteri Barim ke Arts and Culture ubak Sanbor Shulai haringkat lang bat ki head officer ki engineer ki lalej banjuriep ya ke Rabin Ranat Thakur Cultural Complex ke badan Masenda bat ke State Assembly ke Baharil Bong Shillong haringkat lang ya ke Surok ke badan hakane ke Complex. Kajing temu jong kene kajing juriep ke long banchna ya ke museum ke cafe ke parking lot hakajuk ke port ban benaru ya kene ke Jaka kum ke heritage building ke bau Rabin Ranat Thakur ulasa hakane ke Jaka ke balap palat spa snem haki por bau Thakur ulawan Shillong. Ulaong bakane ke projek ke balak sedang dau bak Sanbor Shulai haka por bau long Menteri ke Art and Culture menta kalapoi haka kerdan banjam sekman patja kene ke kam kan long hapok ke jingpik jong ke Art and Culture bat ke PMC bat ka HLCS bat kene ka projek lamang kumba khatsan klo tengka ka basa menta kalong ban bu no ia umau nong rim haka khandai trik ubnai leber ulai thuru baya ka tender la depcot bat de jing IT ban pentai ka kam kalai yai bat ban ai ka kontrak
lawan ban jungo Ningkong Shua ya ka proposed Taiew Cultural Complex ka badan masnda bat ka building hakaba ka State Assembly kadan yang minta support kepada Department of Arts and Culture ke ya kini ke Cultural Complex kadi ke ba Menteri Sanbor Shulai ke Khubor ila Trisitom initiate but mentang lapoi ke stage ba di penyak cakmat kam apa jong kajing baik jong ke department kejongi tingkat buat kini ke PMC ke Project Management Consultant HSCL di kini ke project kan poi kumba san kuror buat ke kentupu ya ke surak jong ke lubi ke bayak na marsenda jong ni ke cultural complex ni ai nam ya kini ke kompleks Utagor nomor ulasa hakate ke yeng pat ke lade ke heritage building ke balak shispa snem Utagor lawan Shillong laisin ke danru ke kamera buat ke jintia ke pendan kam pat ulat ru ikut ki jungu lightly angni hanang ba Shillong jadi sotonat ba ke kam minta ke sni lala bannya benbek bangin bu ru yo mau nongrim foundation stone haka khandai tarik jong ni banwan